Hi, in this tutorial we'll be making a pink, black, and white bracelet. The tools that you're going to need for this are a pair of wire cutters, a crimping tool, and a pair of flat nose pliers. You're also going to need one lobster clasp, one split ring, and 2 crimp beads. You're also going to need some beading wire. I have some silver beading wire here. And you're going to want to cut about 10 to 12 inches just to be safe. It's better to have too much than too little. So just go ahead and cut a length of that. You're going to need 5 different types of beads for this tutorial. You're going to need 20 small round white beads, and these ones are just glass. You're going to need 2 black beads, and these are also glass, and they're just kind of like a rectangular shape, just with a little kind of design on them. You're going to need 4 pink salmon colored disc-shaped shell beads, and then you're going to need 2 of these glass amber colored, they look like cracked glass beads, but just any bead like this will do. And then you're going to need 4 metal spacers. Any kind is fine. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take one of your crimp beads and you're just going to put it on your beading wire. And just kind of grab that. And then you're going to take your lobster clasp and just put that on next. And then you're going to take the end of your beading wire and just pass it back through the crimp bead so that you make a loop and your lobster clasp is hooked on. And now you're going to take your crimping tool, and there should be 2 grooves on your crimping tool. One has a little like a double groove, and it's the furthest one back. We're going to use that one first. So just crush your crimp bead with that, and it should make a dent in the middle, kind of like a moon shaped. And then we're going to use the front groove, the very first one. It does not have a double groove, it's just a regular groove. And we're going to turn our crimp bead sideways and then crush it right in half. And the dent in the middle will help it to fold over nicely. And then just use the tiny flat part on the end of your crimp bead to your crimping tool to kind of push down the crimp bead. And you don't have to push it too hard, you might break it. So it only needs a little tightening. It holds pretty good. And then you're just going to, you can either trim the end of your wire, or you can weave it through the beads. I like to trim mine personally. So first we're going to put on 4 of our white beads, our small glass white beads. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to put on one of our black beads, followed by 4 more white beads. Alright, there's 3 and 4. Now we're going to put on one of our shell beads, followed by another white bead. And then we're going to take one of our metal beads, our spacers, put that on. And then we're going to put on one of our amber colored beads, followed by another metal spacer and another white bead. So you should start to see a little pattern going on. And then you're going to put on another shell bead. Now we're going to put on 4 more white beads. Three and 4. Then we're going to put on another black one, followed by 4 more white ones. And then we're going to put on 1 more shell bead and 1 more white bead. And now we're going to put on another metal spacer bead, followed by another amber colored bead, and another metal spacer, and our last white bead, and our last shell bead. And this is what your bracelet should be looking like. So now all we have to do is finish it. To finish your bracelet, you're going to take your last crimp bead and put it on the end of your wire. And then you're going to take your split ring and put your split ring on. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to take the end of your wire and pass it back through the crimp bead. Okay. And then you should be able to just hold the split ring and just pull the end of the wire, and it should slide right down. And then we're going to crush our crimp bead again using the second double groove first. Okay. And then we're going to use the first groove to bend that in half. And then just tighten it a little bit. Okay. And now I'm just going to trim my excess. Alright, and we are done. Now we can just hook it together, and there we have our finished bracelet. Thank you for watching.